Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin Cahill and Farmer Hughes, and we're both from the Irish American Club of Berkshire County, and we join you as we do every Sunday morning from the beautiful studios of WTBR 89.7 Pittsfield Community Radio. A bit nippy out this week there, Farmer.
Lordy, I tell you, I feel sorry for all the people that have to work outside on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So what's going on, Kev? How was your week?
My week was good, and I hope everyone survived the snow that we got yesterday.
Oh, God, it was a handful. I was down there all day.
Listen, I'm gonna hear from John Francis Flynn today, who's something that we haven't heard from before, but a friend of mine in Dublin turned me on to him, so we'll be hearing something from him. First up, we'll be hearing from the Irish Roses, Alan Kelly, Out of the Blue, as well as some Irish tenors on my behalf. I know you usually bring some, but what have you got there, Farmer?
I don't have that record with me today. I want to try some Celtic Thunder and some 40 songs, Irish songs, the original Irish boys, and pick a selection out of that, and whatever comes out.
Great. So we're going to start the show off with John Francis Flynn.
Tender, love me true, never say goodbye. She dressed in the dark and she whispered amen. She was pretty and pink, like a young girl again. 20 years married, she never thought twice. She sneaked out of the door and walked into the night. Silver wings carried her over the sea, from the west coast of Ireland to West Tennessee. For to be with her sweetheart, she left everything. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She was humming Suspicion, that's the song she liked best. She had Elvis, I love you, tattooed on her breast. When she landed in Memphis, her heart beat so fast. She dreamed for so long, now she'd see him at last. She knelt by his graveside day after day, and come closing time, they would take her away. For to be with her sweetheart, she'd left everything. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. She went from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. In the thousands they came from the whole human race to pay their respects to his last resting place. Blindly she knelt there, she told him her dreams. She thought that he answered, that's how it seemed. When they hauled her away, it was handcuffs this time. She said, my dear man, are you out of your mind? Can't you see that we're married? I'm wearing his ring. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. I've come from Galway to Graceland to be with the king. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling
fine young man it was indeed, mounted on his milk-white steed. He rode himself all alone until he came to lovely Joan. Good morning to you, my pretty fair maid, and twice good morning, sir, she said. He gave her a wink, she rolled her eyes, as he to himself, I'll be there by and by. Don't you think those books of hay a pretty little place for us to play? Follow me like a sweet young thing, and I'll give you my golden ring. He's taking off his ring of gold, my pretty little mister, this behold. I'd freely give it for your maiden head, her cheeks they blush like the roses red. Give me that ring into my hand, and I will neither stay nor stand. It would do more good to me than 20 maidenheads, said she. But as he made for the pooks of hay, she leapt on his horse and tore away. He called, but all in vain. Young Joan, she never looked back again. She did not think herself quite safe until she reached her true love's gate. She robbed the lord of his horse and his ring, and left him to rage in the meadows green.
Kilkelly, Ireland, 1860, my dear loving son John. Your good friend, the schoolmaster, Pat McNamara, so good as to write these words down. Your brothers have all gone to find work in England. The house is so empty and sad. The crop of potatoes is sorely infected, a third to a half of them bad. And your sister Bridget and Patrick O'Donnell are gone to be married in June. Your mother says not to work on the railroad, and be sure to come on home soon. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1870, dear 11th son John. Hello to your missus and to your 4 children. May they grow to be healthy dear Michael and John, my sons. I'm sorry to give you the very sad news that your dear old mother passed on. We buried her down at the church in Kilkelly. Your brothers and Bridget were there, and you don't have to worry, she died very quickly. Remember her in your prayers. And it's so good to hear that Michael's returning with money he's sure to buy land, for the crop has been poor and people are selling at any price that they can. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1890, my dear loving son John. Guess that I might be close on to 80. It's 30 years since you're gone. Because of all of the money you send me, I'm still living out on my own. And Michael has built himself a fine house, and Bridget's daughters have grown. Thank you for sending your family picture. They're lovely young women and men. You say that you might even come for a visit. What a joy to see you again. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1892, dear brother John. I'm sorry that I didn't write any sooner to tell you that father passed on. He was living with Bridget. She says he was cheerful and healthy right down to the end. You should have seen him play with the grandchildren of Pat McNamara, your friend. And we buried him alongside our dear old mother down at the Kilkelly churchyard. Oh, he was a strong and feisty old man, considering his life was so hard. And it's funny the way he kept talking about you. He called for you in the end. Oh, why don't you think about coming to visit? We'd all love to see you again.
That was the Irish Roses, Woman of Celtic Song, with, is the name of the album, with Kilkelly. And then, because of a minor malfunction, the first song you heard was not John Francis Flynn, but Kevin Evan. And Brian Doherty from their album From Galway to Graceland, which I don't play often enough.
No.
And the second song there was, I don't know why, Lovely Joan from a new, well, he might not be new to Ireland, but he's new to me, John Francis Flynn. And the name of that album is I Would Not Love Always, which was an interesting song.
Yeah, I like that that metal song. It's supposed to be the first song, but hey, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. He's a good singer. He's innovative, I think.
Yeah, it seems like it.
So today is the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, which all my listeners know was a march that was held in Derry, organized by the Northern Irish Civil Rights Association, protesting against the policy of internment without trial that had been introduced in August of 1971. It began approximately at 2:50 p.m. and was routed to start in the Cragan area of the city and end at the Guildhall, where the Derry and Strabane District Council met. Approximately 15 to 20,000 people were in attendance, and when the march reached the junction of William Street and Rossville Street, several people diverged. According to the Bloody Sunday inquiry chaired by Lord Saville and published in 2010, these included those who were, quote, eager for a confrontation with security forces, unquote. Shortly after, Colonel Derek Wilford, commander of the 1st Battalion of the British Army's Parachute Regiment, failed to comply with the orders of Brigadier Pat McClellan, to whom he was answerable. McClellan had authorized Wilford to send one company of soldiers to mount an arrest operation, but Wilford sent a second one. The soldiers opened fire, shooting 28 people. 13 of those hit died on that day. Another died 4 months later. All were male, between the ages of 17 and 59. Bloody Sunday was a pivotal moment in the Northern Ireland Troubles. Other events saw more people die in a single day, but none saw as many die openly at the hands of those acting on behalf of the state. Derry native and future Nobel Prize recipient John Hume urged, quote, the strongest possible action, including the immediate withdrawal of the uniformed murderers from our streets, unquote. Prime Minister David Cameron would formally apologize upon the publication of the Saville Inquiry report in 2010, quote, you do not defend the British Army by defending the indefensible. The events of Bloody Sunday were in no way justified. On behalf of my country, I am deeply sorry. So again, today is the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, and we should all keep the survivors of that event in our thoughts. But now we're going to hear something from you, Farmer.
We are. We're going to hear from Celtic Thunder, and the song is Brother in Arms.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battles raged higher, and though they did hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. and it's written in the starlight. Every line on your palm. We're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
I'm sure you all recognized the Irish tenors when you hear them. The name of that album is Heritage, with a very familiar song, The Parting Glass. And before that, you heard from Alan Kelly, his album Out of the Blue, the button accordionist, Alan Kelly, with some reels, the Gusty Frolics, and the Rakes of Westmeath. Who knew Westmeath had rakes, but apparently they do. And you started it off that
I
set,
did.
Ted.
We started out with that set with Celtic Thunder and Brothers in Arms. It's kind of a fitting song for after that little Irish history data.
That we had today,
Yes.
So in the news from Ireland, an Irish woman has reached the mid-Atlantic in her bid to become the first Irish female to row on her own and unassisted across the Atlantic Ocean. Sports psychology lecturer Dr. Karen Weeks, who lives in Kinvara, I know Kinvara very well, County Galway, hopes to encourage more women to participate in endurance sport while also raising funds for charity in her Transatlantic Challenge. On December 7th last month, Dr. Weeks left Puerto Mogollon in Gran Canaria, and she started her near 3,000 nautical mile rowing journey across the Atlantic. Speaking from the mid-Atlantic last night, she said, quote, "It's been very, very tough, both mentally and physically, but there is nowhere I'd rather be than here. I'm enjoying this, and I'm not ready to get off this boat yet." Shortly after starting her challenge, Dr. Weeks and her boat, Millie, which she named after her mother, were hit by a storm. Dr. Weeks has met only one person since she started her challenge, a passing sailor.
Well, she's not getting on a boat at night to take a little rest. All the power to her.
So what are we going to hear from you, Farmer?
We're going to hear right now, Will You Go, Lassie Go, from the High Kings.
And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ya go, lassie, go? I will build my love about near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will ya go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ya go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, I would surely find another where wild mountain thyme grows round the blooming heather. Will ya go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloom lassie, go. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie?
That was the Cajun Boys. The Cajun Fields is the largest Neolithic site in the world. There in North County, Mayo. You kind of have to imagine the Neolithics running around, but nonetheless, it is there. And these gentlemen hail from there, and Ballycastle, and to be exact. And that name of that song was Dear Sarah, from their album Into the West. And before that, we heard from the Dropkick Murphys. Of course, you recognize that from their album Blackout, with the Workers' Song. And we started off with you, Farmer?
We did. We started out the High Kings and Will You Go, Lassie, Go. I like that song. That's a nice verse of it. There's a lot of them out there. With, but, that's one of the traditional Irish songs that the guys and ladies that sing it freaking brought it around in many different ways. So it's always good to listen to.
It is. It's a nice song. And I'd like to just point out that Pittsfield isn't the only community in the world that's having controversy about their bike lanes.
Oh, really?
Yes. The Limerick County and City Council met this week, and they've been awarded no less than €23 million to improve the bike and walking lanes, both in Limerick City and in other communities around the county. So I'm thinking that we should go over there and give them some advice about what our experience has been with our own bike lanes on our major streets. What do you think?
Well, I don't want to get in any political things here, but, I think that might be not a bad idea. Save your money, Kevin. We're on our way.
A trip to Limerick. Here we go. What are we going to hear from you, Farmer?
We are going to hear two songs in this one. Ode to a Lullaby and Bear Crickets by Lankum.
William stormed your flight, sent you to the fern, and grace and victory was sure. Soon the fireman he'd secure until he met Hickman Mallow, a big McHugh of Byrne. Curtis swear, Lord Kildare, Fleet will do what Fleet will dare. Elvis William of a care, falling is his shadow. Up and helmet, out with sword, and we go by the Lord. Big McHugh was given the word, follow me up to Callow. And from Kinsegger to Clonall, stream the flow of Saxon Gore. Who your Rory, Yoga Morris, and the fools to aid. White is sick and grey is fled. Now but Black was William's head, we'll send it over dripping red for Lisa and their ladies. Curtis swear, Lord Kildare, Fleet will do what Fleet will dare. Elvis William of a care, falling is his tallow. Up and helmet, out with sword, and we go by the Lord. Big McHugh was given the word, follow me up to Callow. Bless your Lord, the English tales of all the children of the Gale. Beneath the Warren's banner, a rooster of a fighting stock. Would you let a Saxon cock out upon an Irish rock? Lay up and we take the manners. Curtis swear, Lord Kildare, Fleet will do what Fleet will dare. Elvis William of a care, falling is his tallow. Up and helmet, out with sword, and we go by the Lord. Big McHugh was given the word, follow me up to Callow. Curtis swear, Lord Kildare, Fleet will do what Fleet will dare. Elvis William of a care, falling is his tallow.
These trees are shaking, anticipating. These clouds are rushing. Here comes the rain. Someone to dance with, someone like you. Don't stand there waiting. This day is fading, and soon my reflection is doomed to fade. Someone to dance with, someone like you. I know I'll lose you if I turn away, just like a miracle that's gone astray. Someone to dance with, someone like you. someone to dance with you. Oh, you. So soon the swallow line up to go. They're so soon gone. Sunlight on snow. Someone to dance with. Someone like you. Someone to dance with.
That was Scully and a band from Galway, which I play frequently, and I play that song frequently, actually, Someone to Dance With. It's from the Guinness, a tour that Guinness organized for a variety of Irish groups throughout Ireland back in 1992. And before that, we heard from the Young Dubliners. Last week, we heard from them as well, with Follow Me Up to Carlow, a rather robust version of that song.
It's a lively song.
From that album, With All Due Respect, and we heard something from you, Farmer.
We heard Langton. That was from the Long Living Day album, and it was Ode to a Lullaby. And that song was, this whole album's pretty good, actually, so
Yeah, okay.
We'll have to listen to it. Maybe designate one show just to that.
Yes, Rami Nachtun Kalaire, Nargain Shigdum Gadidra. Ogros Biro to Tang Agus Mail till the Dartingra. Hogamims and I had tired of Gurumbai, John Lefadham, Smar wife for Fargan Wildum, good day, noch gerridem ba. O Nelly be shifying, och snie white to ein argefol. An kies a galech an wilding scan pine a ging le kernachor. Abriddigus can cachloring arnmaltachus rohove gdo. Hogus ta her bochter hlan tuchsen vash de royen gdo. Van mi bishet tishkenach, dagine bechabian marhan. Dagering mushkel dishkent dat carvun lap da ringen ba. Dagering mushkel dishkent dat nirvun lap ringen ba. Smar wifer far feine dom, bet krusel da duken hash. Ogus van gooi me hoede, gat goon ogus parasol. Handkerchief tri gooi me so, London washenu. Kerbuch gelid vrog ogus town shie, de hoshigor ogus youtube wuchel kaunse, gan aurse chalinoig. Nach ma fuurde ver verda hele, rakkuirig jeges bagelor. Oni vangshen gaunin bui wavali, dayan alwan mrog. Ham habbet shorkani la trivi gum digaskasop, smaragassam shinni wai me huev sayris na fargdo.
That was Lowers Okaja. He's from Clare, singing the well-known Clare Shanna song, The Mother at the Cradle. So this is Kevin Cahill and Farmer Hughes saying goodbye for another week. Please listen to our show again next week. And please listen to all the locally produced programming here at 89.7 WTBR Pittsfield Community Radio.
And I just want to say thanks for everybody again for listening. It's always our pleasure to bring you this show. And again, like Kevin said, listen to the radio station, all these great artists and people that work here and all the people that are spinning music for you. This is a great station. And I could just say I enjoy it every week. And see you next week. And keep those Irish eyes a-smiling.
Gurama Ugat Augustihi Shahugan.